Thanks to Hoyoverse for sponsoring this video. YouTube frogs, so I've been playing around in Honkaistarrail for a bit. The final closed beta has been out for about a week, and with the launch coming out fairly soon this year, it's time to take a look at what the creators of Genshin Impact are up to in this turn-based gacha RPG. You can pre-register for the official launch using my link in the description below. At the time of this recording, 3.3 million people have registered, and if we hit 5 million total pre-registrations, 15 Starrail passes, which are single summons, will be rewarded for all the registrants. So, as a game developed by the makers of Genshin Impact, there are a lot of immediate similarities to take note of. The second you step into the game, you'll notice voiced cutscenes, an art style very similar to Honkai Impact, with characters and names you may potentially recognize alongside the very familiar user interface. We have party members on the right side, menu options at the top right, character abilities at the bottom right, which function differently in overworld than in battle. The bottom has a toolbar telling you what keys do what. Minimap and quests hover on the left-hand side. Your character level is identical to the adventure rank system in Genshin. There's also a battle pass, various rewards, a resin system called Trailblaze Power, capped at 180, and the store, which we'll get to later. Then we have the design of the gameplay itself. Animations, top-notch. OST, top-notch. Exactly what you'd expect from the flashiness we've seen in Genshin Impact and various other games by Hoyoverse. Captivating to the eye and voiced to perfection, these are what make players discover and kneel for their favorite characters. Kafka, looking at you. Now, the gameplay itself is what we're really interested in. Turn-based combat is a beast of its own. I would call this gameplay hit or miss, especially for players coming from Genshin Impact where everything is real-time and both you and your enemies are waiting for cooldowns and able to move and dodge freely. Turn-based combat slows things down. Top left shows a turn order for the current characters in battle, determined by a speed stat and an action bar. Now, there is no action bar visible, but if you're familiar with turn-based games, this concept is essential and responsible for buffs and debuffs that increase or decrease the action bar, which allow your characters or the enemies to move multiple times before the other side can react. Your characters have an energy orb for your ultimate that is a free move bypassing turn order. They each have two abilities. Q is a standard attack that generates 1 ability point, and E is the ability consuming 1 point. Enemies have a toughness bar that when destroyed puts them into a break state, deals additional damage to them, and applies a status effect depending on the type that broke that bar. So, that's the base premise. As is pretty common in turn-based games, enemies have weaknesses, which in Honkaistarrail are denoted by types. So types in Honkaistarrail is equivalent to an element in Genshin Impact. There's physical, ice, wind, fire, lightning, quantum, and imaginary. As far as I'm aware, there's no reaction or synergy with multiple types combining with each other. They're just weaknesses on the enemies. But I could be wrong here, so take it with a grain of salt. This ties into character stats for the game, very similar to Genshin Impact with the addition of the speed stat. There's also something for each character called path. These paths denote the design of each character and what they're responsible for. We have balanced characters denoted by destruction, single target or the hunt, AoE or erudition, buff or harmony, debuff or nihility, or however you pronounce this word, nihility, defensive or preservation, and healing or abundance. Besides different stat layouts for the different paths, they also determine what light cones that character can use, which is the weapon system for the game. They are also important for distinction within the simulated universe, which is kind of like the Abyss. But before we get into that, some additional details on the rest of character design. We also have relics, which are the artifact equivalent in this game, and a look at the more stats page, which shows all relevant stats, including types and resistance. Alright, so this simulated universe thing. Now, I'm not sure if this is a direct translation to the Abyss system in Genshin, but it's pretty similar, definitely challenging, but also very, very fun with the roguelike card system in place. Essentially, you select your lineup of characters, you go in, defeat enemies, and gain cosmic fragments, and then choose blessings. Blessings are randomly generated cards that buff your team, usually themed around certain paths depending on the floor. Cosmic fragments used to buy blessings or upgrades for your blessings that you get from defeating enemies. Once you're stacked up against the trash mobs before the boss, and you've got your blessings lined up, you face the boss of that simulated universe floor. Even if the trash mobs are weak as hell, these bosses are not something to underestimate. Take a look. Alright, chat. I'm gonna enhance Dan Hung's attack. To March 7th this. Okay, chat, surely I'm not gonna lose this time. Right, guys? I mean, I never lost, but like, you know what I mean. No freeze. Sag. We do want shield. Who am I worried about the most taking damage? Serval probably, but I want MC to live. Oh wait, you know what? Serval doesn't have to live. Agree? Screw her. Agreed? Agreed. Oh my god, the reflected damage. Ah, stop! Why is everyone firing all their... Wait, Serval's dead. Wait, my characters are frozen. Wait, guys. Guys, what happened? God. Guys! Guys! Why is everyone still dying? Stop! Why is everyone still dying? Okay, please. Just die. Oh my god, please do enough. Oh, there's no way. No, 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 no! No, 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 no. No, I'm not dying here. There's no fucking way. There's no way. How? No! Stop! What the fuck? They're both not dead. How are they both still alive? No! Maybe we need debuff instead of Serval. Okay, chat. What's the best one? Is this the best one? That's the best one. Seems. That's level 20, that's level 20, that's level 10. Oh, I guess enhancing these is pretty important. At least level 10. The base stats is good. I'll level Pella up. Level 20 is fine. Okay, chat. We're not gonna lose this time, right? Now that everyone's level 20, we're not gonna lose this time, right? I wonder how much easier it is this time. Yeah, we have 2 cryo now. Okay, chat. I'm not gonna lose this time, right? Haha. All right. Surely. Defense reduction for both. Please stop going first. 461, not bad. Crit. Do they have a buff on? Is that a buff, by the way? Can I remove this? Oh, burn immunity. I can't freeze this guy. Focus on this guy then. All right, shield you. Now you go ham. 670 damage, and then fully break the shield. Holy 1.2k! Okay, chat. Surely this is it. Defense reduction coming in clutch. A lot of damage. Okay, it's fine. Got a shield for that. Oh, he's frozen. Who's going next? I'm going next. I already have a shield on. Shield done, huh? Oh my god! Did you see how much damage I did? One of my abilities did like 40% of his HP. Because he attacked all my characters and they all had a shield and all reflected back. Wow, good job, me. Wait. Same thing happened. Bro, that shit is broken. Okay. Woo! We finally did it, chat. Only took one try. And finally, a little dabble into the store. Almost an identical shop system. Starlights, Star Glitter from Genshin. Embers, Stardust. Contract shop, weekly Genesis Crystal bundles. Stellar Jades, Primo Gems. Now, I said almost. I noticed that in their Starlight exchange, which is the more expensive one, that beyond being able to exchange for your standard 4 stars, similar to Genshin, as well as the single pulls, you're also able to exchange for 5-star light cones or the weapons. Obviously, they're very expensive at 600, but this means that over time, you're able to purchase signature light cones for the different paths. The image on the light cone notes who their signature owner is. For example, Milky Way shows Himeko, Something Irreplaceable shows Clara, etc. Now, if we're in the store, then we gotta check out the summon system. Almost identical to Genshin. The limited banner, which shown here is Sealy or Sela. Please don't bully me how I pronounce it. I don't know. Same rates. 50-50 rate up. Soft 90 pity and a hard 180 pity. Light cones. Different rate at a 75-25 for rate up. It has the same 80 soft pity and the 160 hard pity. Every 10 pulls is a guaranteed 4-star. Each pull is 160 stellar jades. Same old stuff. Wishing animation? Well, let's take a look. Here's the thing, chat, okay? I want my 5-star. I'm gonna spend my crystals to get my 5-star. We went through all that pain. We got enough rewards from it. Time to spend some of my gems for this 5-star. Bronya, Welt, Himeko, and Bailu. We have enough. Here we go. The final act. All right, rage. We know it's gonna be gold. What's the animation? Let's see the animation. Pause champ. Oh, that's what we're looking for this whole time. All right, the golden ticket. Pause champ. Pause champ. Pause champ. I thought that was the 5-star, but that's not the 5-star. Oh my god, I'm kind of nervous, please. Oh my god, it's like the last one. Oh, okay, who is it? Okay, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not who I wanted, but that's okay. It's fine. It's why. Okay, at least we got Shushang. Agreed, agreed. So yeah, overall the same bells and whistles that made Genshin super popular are reinstated for Hoyoverse's take on turn-based RPG. Now the gacha system being identical definitely poses some concerns, since in turn-based games having multiple characters with multiple types is essential for defeating toughness bars. And depending on what becomes the endgame grind here, certain characters may outperform others strictly because they are beneficial typing. Besides that though, if you're looking for that same Hoyoverse vibe and you love turn-based RPGs, then this should definitely be on your radar. So don't forget to pre-register. Thanks as always for watching. Thank you again to Hoyoverse for sponsoring, and we'll see you next time. Take care.